I saw a very interesting cartoon yesterday, actually, because you're absolutely right. This one showed somebody sitting in front of a whole load of animals, and there was an elephant and a tiger and a monkey and loads of other animals. And this man was addressing them and said, right, to be fair, we're going to give everyone the same test. I want you to climb that tree. And I thought that's actually, that illustrates the point absolutely perfectly. You know, we may feel a failure at all the things the school sets for us to do, and yet we may be absolutely brilliant at something nobody's actually tested us on.
Yes, exactly. And so this is what we have in Love Called Gifted. We've got lots of different ways of looking at our strengths. You know, looking at our personality type, which is something that we talk about. That's got all sorts of clues as to what we might be really good at. So things like multiple intelligences. What is your how do you like to love people?
Yeah.
So our love languages. There's a clue in there. So there's all sorts of little clues that just point in particular direction as to what we'd be really good at.
What are the things that hold us back from fulfilling our calling? Perhaps fear? I don't know. Maybe finances. Maybe we're thinking, well, if I do that and give up this steady job, even though I hate the job, I'll be in trouble.
Fear is one of those things that definitely holds us back. But yes, we can look at our finances, what the government's doing. We can blame our husband, our wife, our children, or all sorts of external things. But as you say, I think the real thing that's holding us back actually is our emotions and our beliefs about ourselves and about the world and about God. Mm-hmm. Those are the real things that hold us back, and that's something that we take a lot of time.
Can our churches help us in this?
They can.
They can, yes.
They can.
In what sort of way, Catherine, do you think?
I think that when churches put at the absolute centre helping people to grow and grow closer to God and understand how they as individuals connect with God, helping people to accept who they are and to understand who they are, and actually caring about what's our programme for the next year, but of the people in our community. What is God calling them to? How can we help one another to dream? And then how can we stand with one another whilst we step out and make those dreams for God happen?
Yeah. I mean, it's not an area that churches delve into much, is it, at all?
No, it's not. It's not.
No.
I think often because there are lots of things that we ought to do as churches. You know, you look around your area and you think about the things that you kind of think, well, we ought to do these things. And then what we do is that we encourage people to come and volunteer for the stuff that we think ought to be happening.
Oh, right.
I've got a friend and her church wanted to do a community event. And usually what they would have done would be to go around and say, well, in a community event, we ought to have these things, and then we'll get people to volunteer. And we'd had some conversation, and so she decided, actually what we'll do is we'll say, what is it that you love to do?
Right.
And that made things so much easier. And everybody loved it, because there was somebody who loved face painting, there was someone who loved baking cakes, there was somebody else who loved playing live music. So they just created an event around the stuff that people love to do. So if we can create our churches around the stuff that people within them are called to do and that they love to do, actually life becomes a lot easier, and people are released into their gifts and their calling.
Fantastic.
Why not start your day with Inspirational Breakfast, Monday to Fridays from 7 a.m, only on Premier Christian Radio, where faith comes to life.